Hey guys, it's Keaton again with the 8-Bit Pepper channel, and today I'm going to be showing you guys some peppers sent to me by some new fellows from Pennsylvania that got in contact with me recently. These are the pods that they sent me. I'll kind of go through the list of them, and I'll probably do a taste test on one or two of them. We'll see. So the two guys that sent me these are Sam and Dustin from Pennsylvania. Couple of new growers. They just got into the scene, it sounds like a couple of years now, and they don't have an official website yet, but they plan to sell possibly, it sounds like, powders, pods, and stuff like that next year. They're not quite super high scale yet, as far as they have 37 plants, it sounds like. But I mean, that's more than me, so I'll give them credit for that for sure. I'm just small scale, but maybe in the future I'll have more too. So let's get into this. These two are actually the same pepper variety, just two odd, like completely different phenotypes. So one of them's a red and one of them's like a peach purple color. These are 7-pot bubblegums, it sounds like. Let me just make sure. Yep, 7-pot bubblegum crossed with a Drax Diego Dream. And it looks like these are the only two phenotypes, but they're pretty sweet. Let me show you a couple more of them. We got, sorry, I'm taking paper clips off. He had them sent to me with really good ID or identification, so there was no question what was what, and I do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Sam. So here's a couple more of them. Just kind of from the same cross, just two wicked different types of peppers. I think there's one more of these, and this one's kind of more of a pointed shape, more similar, not as bumpy and rigid as the other two. I'll probably eat one of these peach purple ones on camera today, but let's go with the next one here. Got some T-Rex, yellow T-Rex peppers that they sent to me as well. This one's pretty cool. It's got that classic like tail that kind of starting to come back towards the pepper itself. Sorry. Camera will focus. So that was the first one. This one's kind of more of a pointed, bumpy shape. Definitely picked these like right off the plant when they just turned ripe to me and got them to me. They're still super firm, even though I've had them since Thursday and today is Sunday now. Once again, sorry for getting to the reviews so late and the unboxing, but I was double checking them every day to make sure they were still in good shape and whatnot, and they've been nice and firm. So some awesome pods got sent to me, guys, like as fresh as it gets. These ones are kind of going to depth maybe on the T-Rex. He also sent me like note cards because some of them I wasn't familiar with. So let's go back to the Drax Diego's. It's a cross. Let's see. Pods range from orange to red, and a few were peach purple. Huge variation in appearance and phenotype to a lot of the pods. So I'd be curious as to see, other than colors, maybe like the different shapes and whatnot. Going to the T-Rex, it's a Trinidad Douglas and a Bootla Yellow. That was what these T-Rex pods are. So that's kind of the genetic background for those ones. Then we'll go to the Fatales. So a lot of people know the Fatales because of the red Primatale, and this is where that pepper kind of spans from, the red Primatale, I should say. So these yellow Fatales, that was the genetic history. They're from Africa and made famous by the red Primatale, but basically these are why the red Primatale had so much capsaicin. I mean, so I'm really interested in trying these for the first time. Really cool, almost like triangular shape point to them on the bottom on all three. We'll go on to the two ghost varieties, and these are, well, these are the white ghosts, and they look really nice. Perfect like size to them. I mean, to my palm in relation. That's a pretty darn big pepper. Ghost peppers, you know, they come in by the hundreds, but not all of them grow necessarily as long as these ones. Sometimes they're a little shorter, but definitely some size to that. I mean, it's the size of my palm there, so. And the third one, a little bit more of a hook to it, but really sweet peppers. So the white, that's just a white boot or white ghost pepper. But then he also sent me some boot orange Copenhagens. So, and that was a cross from a grower in Denmark, and his name was Soren Larsen. A little bit of bumpy and gnarliness to the pods. Let's try another one here. And that's a pretty good size pod too. I mean, golf ball size at least. And the third one he sent, kind of like the shape on that one. Almost like it's starting to form a tail there. And then I saved the best for last, chocolate reapers. So he sent me some chocolate reapers, and they've all got some nice looking bottoms and tails to them. So as far as the peppers he sent, they're all in great shape, and they've all got some nice uniqueness about them and really cool shape and size. The bottom to it. And the third one, I think this one. This one doesn't have a stinger, but it's got a nice bottom and shape to it. So I'm gonna pick out one of these Drax Diego Dreams, and I will link their, they just recently created a YouTube channel and Instagram account, and I'll link both of those in the description box. But thanks Sam and Dustin once again for sending these to me, and it sounds like he's got more pods in production that just weren't quite fully ripe because they had a setback this year, just like, I mean, I had a setback with aphids, and everybody kind of has their own trials and tribulations. But let's see. They're gonna have more pods coming this way, they said. So shout out to them, and let me cut one of these open here. Ooh, that's got an awesome smell to it. Like a lemon smell. Very chinenty as you get your nose close to it. But these actually have, on the look of it, there's actually quite a bit of capsaicin kind of bound in there. If I can get a good view for you guys, sorry. Not the best at opening pods up and showing them on camera quite yet. One of the seeds just fell out. Better lighting maybe. There's some capsaicin oil on this one. It'll focus, there we go. Quite a few seeds in there for the size of the pepper. I mean, it's not the biggest pepper, but it looks like quite a few seeds in there. The aroma, like I said, initially, right as I cut into it, had like a lemony smell. Maybe that's just this one pepper, but definitely had a nice smell to it. So we'll get into the taste test with this one. So, I don't know if I've had that experience with a pepper. It almost had like, for a brief moment, a tarty flavor. Like if you ate a sweet tart. But it was good. I mean, it wasn't a bad tasting pepper. Really kind of almost like a sweet tart. And the aftertaste is like pretty pepper forward, chinense. Not a bad flavor though. Heat level, At about 2, kind of just coming on a little slow here. For the most part, the heat is located on the front of my tongue. Kind of spreading as I'm talking here. I had to put on the Ronaldo jersey today. I wore a Portugal jersey in a different video the other day, and my wife said I should wear this one in this video. So for those of you that don't know, or I don't think I've said it, she's half Portuguese. Her family came to America back in the 60s. Sorry, got a seed stuck in my throat. But her family came in to America in the 60s, and she's half Portuguese, so I'm proud of it. Let me tell you, everything Portugal related. So the burn is slowly starting to spread to the sides of my tongue. I've had that happen in a couple of peppers lately, so maybe it's just kind of doing that to me. Pods are, but heat sitting at like maybe 3. So it's not a super overwhelmingly hot pod, but it's definitely good flavor. I'd love to put that in a hot sauce, mix up some of these that I've been trying recently and put them in a hot sauce. Probably gonna do Warped Reality in a video here before those go bad, maybe tomorrow. That seed is still catching me. I have to drink. I have a bottle of water here handy on some videos, maybe just in case that happens. But so yeah, I'm gonna probably do a Warped Reality and then come back to these. And this is the first time I've uploaded 2 videos in a day, so really trying to get some content out for you guys. Hope you're enjoying. Burn level still kind of sitting at like a 3. It's maybe on its way down even, so it doesn't burn for super long time or necessarily have super high heat. But it's a great flavored pepper, definitely worth getting your hands on. It's all guessing when I try to estimate a Scoville unit for this, because unless it's tested in a lab, you really can't determine how hot a pepper is unless you eat it yourself. It's all like self-scale when I say my thoughts and opinion on stuff. So we'll go with maybe like 800,000 to 1,100,000 on this. I can't really tell my tolerance whether or not it's hot. I can just tell you my scale, 1 to 10, 1 being not that hot and 10 being super hot, as far as hottest I can handle. This one probably falls on like a 3. And if I ate several of them, you know, it would obviously climb probably back to back. But great pods. Thanks again, Sam and Dustin. Like I said, I'm going to have their info in the description. But as of right now, they're not selling anything, just next year. But if you want to follow them on YouTube or Instagram, definitely check them out. So this was another review by Keaton. Thanks, everybody.